Hello everybody and welcome back to Extra Holiday Games. I'm Extra Holiday and this is probably the finale. Again, you know because of the title, but this is probably the last episode. Well, yeah. Potential. Wait, no, don't try and spin those. They kill you. Careful, Coco. Those things will kill you. Yeah, that's one thing I'm rather pleased that this game doesn't have in the remaster and never had in the original is just that game convention you often find in modern games where they like feel the need to have a character in the game explain like game concepts to you. Like, oh, press the X button to jump. And it's just like, yeah. First of all, how do you know what an X button is? Second of all, thanks, I already knew that. I knew that because, you know, just fiddling around with the controller, I figured it out. I mean, there are hints in this version, and I think they're not especially egregious, because they're things like, oh hey, here there are things that you would have no idea how to do otherwise unless you played for like hours and hours and hours, which was expected back in the day. But things like, oh hey, it's not in this game, but in one of the levels in Crash 2, there's a special gem for not breaking any boxes. Like, the chances of you figuring that out on your first try of that level, incredibly slim. And even if you play it through like 5 times, it would be very, very hard to figure that out. So them giving you that kind of hint to tell you, hey, don't break the boxes if you want the special gem. Granted, Crash 2 and I think Crash 3 both have, and this game too, they all have indicators as to whether there is a special gem in a level. So you at least have the hint that there is a gem there that you missed if you didn't, you know, say not break any boxes. So I think, especially back in the day, that's fair enough as is, but I also think like people don't have quite as much time as they used to, myself included, to just play video games. Like, I cannot tell you how many days I spent playing this game and its 2 sequels, as well as like Pokemon and Spyro, when I was a kid, I should add. Frick. But yeah, I don't have as much time as I used to, because, you know, I have a job and other things that I need to take care of being an adult. So yeah, I can understand how a lot of people my age would be like, yeah, I don't really have time to figure out exactly what I need to do to get that special gem. Plus, I keep doing that. I need to get those 3 top ones before I go down, or at least before I go down the second time. And there's also the point that the internet exists now, which it did back in the day, but like not to the extent that it currently does. So it's very, like, if someone gets stuck in a game now, they're most likely just gonna Google it and be like, okay, where do I find that special gem? And at that point, you might as well just save them the trouble and tell them flat out in the game. So it's almost a necessary evil nowadays. Whereas, you know, back in the day, you could get away with not giving hints like those, like specifically the explicit kind of hints that, you know, specifically tell you, oh, here's how you get the special gem. Whereas back in the day, you know, people just had to figure it out, you know, and that's what people just expected of games. And now people expect, oh, if I get stuck on a game, I can just look it up. And you know what? I'd be lying if I said I hadn't done that, and it would be an especially awful lie because it's happened on this channel. Like, specifically, I remember Link's Awakening, I looked up where to go a few times. Well, once or twice. Specifically because, well, a large part of that was because, well, I'm doing a show and I don't want to be stuck on the same thing for multiple episodes. So that's part of the reason I looked stuff up there. Plus there were other things too, like I think once or twice in Pokemon Sword I looked up some things just to make sure, like, I had gotten... Oh yeah, I remember what it was. It was the Lucky Egg. It was the Lucky Egg where I was like, alright, I need to figure out where this is because it's gonna make my life a whole lot easier. And plus, it was stuff that was in the base game, and I was already in the DLC, so I figured after this point, anything that was just already in the base game was a-okay. Because, you know, I had plenty of time to play it outside of the channel. Which I did a little bit. I didn't actually complete another run through, but I did play it, start another file, which I explained when I was playing the DLC. And I did find out stuff in that playthrough that I didn't know in my original playthrough. So yeah, I don't know. Just kind of going over my philosophy when it comes to looking stuff up for the channel. Most of the time, even when I'm just playing on my own, I prefer not to look things up unless I really feel like I have to. Because I like the feeling of figuring stuff out by myself, and you don't really get that when you look it up. It's like, oh, that was the answer? Okay, I guess I'm moving on. But also sometimes you just want to see you just want to see what the next part of the game is. Which is understandable. You know, I'm not going to hold it against anyone if they look up how to beat a certain game, because, hey, you know what? It's your gaming experience. You're allowed to play how you want to play, as long as it's not hurting anyone else. And I don't think looking it up, in most cases, is hurting anyone else. I do think that if I were constantly looking up how to get through games on the show, that it would detract from the show. Because as much as I enjoy figuring things out myself, I feel like it's even more entertaining for you guys to see me figure stuff out. Especially if you already know. And I guess it can also be frustrating if you already know and I don't. I say I guess. I've definitely felt that when watching other people play. But like, you know, sometimes it's fun, sometimes it's frustrating, sometimes it's both. Yeah. I don't know. Feel free to let me know what you think about me. Whether I look stuff up or not, or whether you like to look stuff up or not. Because, you know, I think it's interesting, right? You know. Boop. Just gonna hang out back here. Wait for him to show up. I didn't wait long enough. That's fine. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that you have to start the entire fight over if you die. But at least there's not like a loading screen or anything. But I do feel like you could probably start this fight from phase 2 when you die, but again, that would be deviating from the original, which they have done in cases like that, but how much is too much, you know? How much is taking too much or going too far away from the original? Right, like Sonic the Hedgehog, the one that came out in 2006, arguably quite a departure from the original Sonic the Hedgehog that came out in the 90s. And I don't think the departure there really worked out in anyone's favor. Aside from people who like to laugh at the game, like myself. It's fun to watch people play that game. Maybe I'll play Sonic 06 on the channel at some point. Just for giggles. But I don't know. I tried playing Sonic Heroes and just got frustrated with it. I feel like Sonic 06 might be the same way. So that might be a game that I would have to play with someone else. Because I don't know that I could stand it otherwise. Mania was good though. And so was Sonic 1, 2, and 3. All of which I played on the channel. I enjoyed those ones. And, you know, I do actually plan on playing the Sonic Adventure games on the channel eventually. Because I do like those ones too, even if they can also be a little bit janky. But not right now. There are other games I want to play. Like Crash Bandicoot. And Bloodborne. And maybe Crash 2 and 3. I don't know. Still haven't totally decided if I'm going to make this a marathon or not. Depends. Just kind of depends how I'm feeling when I need to record the next game. Also, worth noting, I guess this is kind of a preview of what's to come. Bloodborne might be taking a break. And if you follow Pokemon news, you probably know why. And that is that the next Pokemon DLC comes out this month. So. Yeah, I'll be playing that. Although, I did give a thought to maybe not playing it immediately after release. I don't know. I did enjoy the Isle of Armor. But maybe I'll just wait a little bit on the Crown Tundra. I'm actually not certain on that. I say that like I am certain that I'm gonna wait. And Nitrous Brio is dead. Goodbye, Nitrous Brio. But I don't know. I don't know about Crown Tundra. I'll probably play it as soon as it comes out because it's Pokemon and I like Pokemon, so yeah. Okay. Let's get back to this game, shall we? This game's fun. This is basically the last level before the final boss. Heck. Okay, we're good. Alright. Cool. There we go. Got it. Oh, hi. I remember you from that boss fight I just did. But I'm curious. I'm actually kind of curious why they made it so you can only fight bosses as Crash. I mean, I get for, like, the final boss, but, like, you can only, like, all the other bosses, I feel like you should be able to play as Coco, but I don't know. There's probably some reason for it. Don't know what, but probably. Hey. This feels like a very early point to have the bonus level, but I'll take it. This is interesting. How to do this. Damn it. Okay, so I'm gonna get to the end, and if I don't have all the boxes, then I'm gonna die so that I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that I can get them all. Okay, yeah, I'm missing 2 boxes. Okay, hold on. Let me just do that real quick. Not an actual death, so I am not afraid to. Damn it! I did it again. Alright, hold on. Hold on, let's just. Not afraid to keep retrying. Also, I think this is another one where you have to break the boxes without dying. Okay, yeah. I don't think I've died yet. Aside from in the bonus level. Alright, so this is tricky. There we go. Okay, something like that. Damn it. Never mind. There's 2 boxes up there. I gotta get the 2 boxes up there. Alright. So this. Alright, let's hook around. We gotta hook around. Damn it. Hooker around. Yes. That's what I meant, brain. That's definitely what makes sense here. The hooker round. Ay, ay, ay. My brain sometimes. I was actually watching. I had a real fun moment when I was watching an episode of Gravity Rush the other day. And yes, I do occasionally watch my own videos. But I was watching an episode of 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I was watching an episode of Gravity Rush that I recorded like a year and a half ago. Because at this point, I've forgotten most of my playthroughs. Not that they exist, but like most of what happened in my playthroughs and like stuff I said and whatever. Ow. Okay, so there goes the special gem. Yeah, I've forgotten a lot about my playthroughs of other games that I've done. Ow. And so I was watching Gravity Rush, and there was a point in the episode, and if future me is feeling up to it, then I'll play the point right now on screen in this video. And there was a point in that episode where I'm like, oh, everything's on fire. That windmill's on fire. That's pretty metal. And in my head, I thought, no, well, I think that's actually made of wood. And you know, being a smartass, right? Just to myself, because I do that. And immediately after I thought that, the me in the video was like, actually, it's made of wood. Shut up, me. And I just busted up, because literally I predicted exactly what I thought when I rewatched the video a year and a half later, and I was just so amused by this. Man, it's a really good feeling when I can make myself laugh with my videos, because that's when I'm like, I know there's something here. I'm not always sure if my videos are funny or entertaining or anything, but it's moments like that that I'm like, yeah, I might actually be doing something right here. Okay. You know, that's I like those moments. And this is just one of those episodes where I'm just not talking about the game at all. You know what? According to both my Sonic playthroughs and my speedruns, I actually play a lot better when I'm distracted. So, when I'm not focusing on the game. So imagine how bad I would be doing if I was focusing on it. Yeah, not great. I've never claimed to be good at video games. In fact, this point, I'm not convinced I'm really good at anything. But that's okay. Right? You don't gotta be good at anything to be worth something. You just gotta be you. Because even if you're not the best, you're still something. You still have value. Don't forget. Alright. It's time to get serious. 1, 2, 3. Frickin' slime! Came straight for me. No mercy on that one. Not sure why I'm bothering to break all the boxes in this level. I already know I'm not getting a gem out of it. But oh well. I've done this on other levels too. Okay, I'm gonna deal with you first, and then we're gonna deal with you. Go. Very cool, we made it. I think we made it here before earlier, but oh well. 3, alright. The floor was not there when I needed it to be. Sure is a long finale. Ow. I say ow. I didn't get hit by anything, I just fell. This might not actually be the finale, I don't know. But it's hard for it to not be the finale, because I don't expect that I'll take like a whole 15 minutes on the last boss. Ow. Okay, I guess that works. I forgot that I had a mask. The pity mask that they give you when you die enough times in the same spot. Okay. No, don't respawn, dick. Go. Okay. So it's this part. It's this part that's weird. Okay, I have to wait. Oh, the door kills you. Good to know. Makes sense. Like, that can happen in real life, too. I think. I mean, I'm pretty sure most the automatic doors are designed not to do that, but I feel like it can still happen. Wow, I am running out of lives. Alright. Okay. That was bad timing. I'm gonna try that again. Now. There we go. Don't like fighting these guys. Aha. What have we got? Alright. Go. Okay. There. Now. Dodge him. Okay, made the jump. Now we're going. Die. Why? Dick. What? Another one spawned? Really? What have we got? Ay. That's actually one of my annoyances with older games, is infinitely respawning enemies. That just don't know when to stay dead. It's most annoying, I think, personal opinion, it's most annoying in the Mega Man games. Because holy crap, there are some instances where it's like, oh, you fell 2 feet? Okay, well, this enemy's coming back now, you gotta deal with him again. And he's like in a super inconvenient spot. And it was really hard to kill him the first time, but now you have to do it again. So. Yeah. They're 1 to 2 spots in Mega Man X where, like, if you don't know what you're doing, then you kind of just get trapped in a loop trying to kill the same enemy over and over again because they just keep getting in your way and you just keep falling. Jump, jump, jump shouldn't be as hard as it is. I don't need a mask. Theoretically. I keep dying. I'm falling to death, which means the mask isn't really helping me. Okay, go. Alright, go, 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 go. Okay, got it. Alright, you know what? Yeah, alright. Key there, just be ballsy. That's the key. Alright, alright. Frick. Alright, let's just look. Get a feeling for the timing. Okay, so the floor doesn't stay gone for long. If I open it up and the floor is gone. Okay, go. Go. God. Oh, hey, look, it's the end. Okay. Well, that's all the boxes, but I died, so I don't get a gem. How unfortunate. Yeah, well. Yeah, well. The Great Hall, which has to be played by Crash for some reason. Yeah, so if you haven't seen this level before, it looks funny when you first look at it, but the idea is if you don't have all the gems, you just go this way to get one ending. But if you do have all the gems, you can go that way to get the true ending. But we don't have all the gems, so we're just gonna go the other way. All right, so this is it. The final battle with Dr. Neo Cortex for this game. See, this one, it makes sense that it has to be Crash, because there's, like, unique animations at the end, and, like, it's supposed to be Crash's quest to get back Tawna, and not Coco's quest. But, like, makes sense that you would just help a little. Pew, 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 pew. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yeah, this is a bullet hell level. Yeah, gotcha, gotcha. Pew, pew, pew. Things get a little more, tricky towards the end. Yeah, see, they're moving up and down now. I thought the green ones stayed in place for a while. I guess not. I mean, they only do when you hit them. So.
You Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, curse you too, buddy. Okay. So you do have to hit them immediately to get them to stick around long enough for them to group up. Just like that. Good to know, good to know. Okay. Do it again. Oh, not the purple ones. I can't hit the purple ones. There we go. 2 more waves. Whoa. I forgot he fires faster. That's fine.
Darn you, Crash Bandicoot!
Yeah, buddy. Whoop. I should have hit that one. Oops. Well, at least the first stage is pretty easy. Having to do it over again, not a big deal. Just gonna ski a little bit. What? You're supposed to shoot that at me, friend. Come on. Making it harder for me. Aren't you like some sort of good sport or something?
Darn you, Crash Bandicoot!
Guess not. Just keep running. Just keep running. Whoop. Okay. I was goofing off there. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Alright, it's fine. It's fine. You still got lots of lives. Again. Goofing off again. Goofing off again, but it's fine.
Darn you, Crash Bandicoot!
New. Pew. 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 Okay. No more fooling around. No more. I just fight now. I fight normal and I win. Because I am good. And good beats evil. Usually. When it counts, anyway. There we go. Bouncing up and down and all around. Oh, hit that. Alright. These are the ones that go up and down. These are the ones that go up and down. There we go. Alright. Two more. Two more. Ah. We had the same mistake as the last time I got to that stage.
Darn you, Crash Bandicoot!
Darn you. I wasn't sure if you could fall off the front there, or the back edge, but yes. Yes, you can. I feel like I've tried that before, but why did I jump into that? That was bad. That was real bad. It's fine. Nice. Those two levels, super easy. You know what? The rest of them are easy too. I've just been holding back, you know. I didn't want him to feel bad about his lack of ability to kill me. So yeah, I've just been playing around, you know, so that he's just you know, boost his ego, so that when he does eventually lose, it'll crush him more, and he won't be as likely to, you know, do it again. Yeah. It's like I keep forgetting that he switches that up. Alright, anyway. It's like when you're arm wrestling someone who is significantly weaker than you, and note, I haven't done this too many times, but when you're arm wrestling someone who's significantly weaker than you, and you just kind of like hold their arm there for a while, or like you pretend like they're winning for a while, and then you just, ow, easily slam their arm down. That's the most demoralizing.
Darn you, Crash Bandicoot!
Yeah, whatever, buddy. Yeah, okay. What? How did I not hit that one? Depth perception. Okay, well. Get that one. Alright. No. No, sir. no sir, none of that. Yeah. I should have got that one.
Darn you, Crash Bandicoot!
Darn you, Neocortex. Hey, by the way, if you didn't know, that's a pun. The neocortex is it's a part of the brain, and he's a scientist with a big head. So, and that's the joke. In case you didn't know. Spun too soon, but that's fine because I got the second one. Hit. Gotcha. Yeah, alright. I just gotta remember, once I finish this part, I am going to finish this part. On this life. I need to remember that he switches tactics, that he goes to shooting rapid fire here. Ah, crap. I dodged that one too. Wasn't supposed to dodge that one. Okay, that one was way off the mark. Got that one. Didn't get that one, but that's fine. This pattern's simpler, but it requires faster reaction time. Alright, what you gonna do? Oh. Just green ones? There we go. Goodbye, Cortex. Whew. We did it. He saved our girlfriend. Nice. All right, and this is the credits. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, they're a lot longer than they were in the original. Because games are made by a lot more people than they used to be. They're not just crediting the original people, they're also crediting the people who did the remake, which they really should, because this is a ground-up remake, so it would only make sense to credit those people as well. I mean, even if it's just like a port, then I feel like those people should still be credited. The people who did the port. Just because, you know, people who do work should get credit for their work. IMO. You know, even if it's just having your name in a list at the end of the game. So you can look at it and be like, yeah, I did that. I mean, it's also important for being hireable. Not everyone's going to take you on your word that you worked on something like this. So, them being able to go and actually check themselves. I mean, there are other ways to check too. They could call the company, but which is what they do for most other jobs, if they really want to know. But yeah, I don't know. Credits are important, I think, which is why I always watch them. Right, and I'm just remembering that the credits is usually where I talk about my impressions of the game. I think if you watched this game, this playthrough of this game, you already know how I feel about this game. I like it. I like the original. I like this version, except for the publisher. And also Slippery Crash and Slippery Coco. Not a fan of that. But I do think this version does have a lot of improvements over the original. So, yeah, I do like it. I don't know. Crash 4 is out now. And I look like kind of a fool because a couple episodes ago when I said that Crash 4 wasn't going to be out, it was true when I recorded, but then the game came out like 1 or 2 days after I recorded that, which was before I uploaded it. So, made me look a little silly, but Crash 4, are we getting there? If I am going to play Crash 4, I'm not going to play it immediately. I know it's new and it's hot and whatever, and actually now that I think about it, I don't see anyone else playing it on YouTube. So now would theoretically be a good time to do so if I was going to do so, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. The other question is, I guess it's a question that precludes the question of whether I'm playing Crash 4 next, is am I playing a Crash game next? Be it 2, 3, or 4. Or I guess it could be some other game, but there aren't a lot of exceptional Crash games, it seems, aside from the original 3 and maybe 4. I don't know. 4 just came out. I haven't looked at any reviews or anything yet. I will, if I do play 4, I don't know. I'll try to stay blind on 4 until I decide whether or not I'm actually going to play it for the channel, because I do like playing games blind for the channel, because that's largely what I like to, the kind of playthroughs I like to watch on when I'm watching playthroughs of games, especially if it's a game that I've played before, because I like seeing how people react to things that I know are coming. You know, that sweet, delicious, dramatic irony. I know something they don't, and it's fun to see how it turns out with them. And you know what? Sometimes things go completely different. There are 1 or 2 games that I've watched on YouTube that where pretty much every time I watched someone play through it, there was a significant amount of uniqueness to it, the playthrough, even just in the game itself, not in the personality playing the game. I mean, that was there too, uniqueness there. Like, games like, I mean, the biggest example I can think of is Doki Doki Literature Club, because that game has features that I guess are randomized. I know Undertale does that too, but I think it's maybe to a lesser extent. I like both those games, by the way. I'm probably not going to play either of them on the show because they're games that I feel like should be played first and then watched. And granted, at this point, they're both old enough that people have had a lot of chance to play them. So I could reasonably do it. But I don't know. I don't know that there's really much to get out of me playing those games. Despite the fact that they do have things that make them individual playthroughs unique, I don't know that I don't know that mine would be unique enough to warrant my own playthrough. I don't know. Do like those games though. Do enjoy them. And those were... There's an interesting story with those 2 games actually, because Undertale, when it first came out, I wasn't all that interested. Until a certain point. And I'm not going to describe exactly what point that was because it's slightly incriminating on my end. But at a certain point, I was like, oh, actually, maybe this is a game I'm interested in. And I watched the game first, despite the people I was watching saying, hey, play this first and then watch. And I actually ended up regretting watching it first, because there are a lot of twists and turns I wish I had experienced firsthand rather than secondhand. So, but then I took that lesson after I had watched and eventually played Undertale in my own playthrough. And I took that lesson of not watching before I played it to Doki Doki Literature Club. And that was the case where it eventually, the moment it caught my interest, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to watch anything on this till I play it. Because I didn't want to ruin the game for myself, quote unquote ruin, like I did with Undertale. No Bandicoots were harmed in the creation of this game. That's funny. But yeah, that's me digressing during the credits. And hey, look, we're back at the world map, which means that we could theoretically go back to any particular level we wanted to. I wonder if we'll do that next time. But as for this episode, and maybe for Crash Bandicoot, that's a wrap. How many lives did I have left?